Hey everyone, this is Tim from Your Six Tack. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix your volume just being way too low on your Amazon Firestick and your TV. So there could be a mismatch of different formats going on, so you could just try changing the format on your TV. But there's also some different options on your Firestick where you can change the format as well. So let's go on over to Display and Sounds right here and select this. And let's go on over to Audio first and select this. And then we can go down to surround sound. Now we have the option for PCM, Dolby Digital Plus, or Dolby Digital. We could try just change this to a different format under here. And maybe one will sound better than the other. So you could just try that out. For me, PCM is usually the best, but I don't use a soundbar. So you can just try that out. And then we got the advanced audio setting right here. So if you are playing to content that is just way too low, you can go to the volume leveler and try turning this on. Sets a consistent volume level across your streaming content and app. So it's not going to be way too loud and it's not going to be way too soft as well. Then we got the dialogue enhancer. You can try this on. Boost the vocals to make it easier to understand the dialogue. So that'll make it a little bit louder so you can hear everything a little bit better. Then we can back out of here. And there is one option. It's called audio and video diagnostics. Check the audio and video capabilities of your connected HDMI devices, such as the TV or AVR. So you can actually see what your TV and supports. So looks like my TV does not support Dolby Atmos. So if I change it to that format, it's not going to work. So we got Dolby Vision on the right. That's a no. I got PCM audio. And then you can play the Dolby Digital Plus in HDR content. And you can kind of get an understanding if it's going to work on your setup or not. And it looks pretty darn good on my TV. So we can go back. And there's one other option that I think you could try out and see if this helps. It's under display. It's called game mode, auto low latency mode. Now this is typically for gaming, but maybe there's a sync issue or something where your supported HDMI cable just isn't working. You could just try putting this on. It'll reduce the time and the latency between what happens on your remote and what happens on the screen. But it's usually for gaming. Just try that out as well. And then we can go back here and try out one more setting. And this is HDMI input pass-through. When on, Fire TV Cube will match the HDMI output to the original audio/video format of the source content from the HDMI input. So this should match the content between your Fire Stick and your TV. Just have this on. And if you are using a soundbar, make sure you set that up. If you go on over to equipment control right here, go to manage equipment or set equipment for the first time if you haven't. And just go to this. And you can go to add equipment, but I got my TV under here. I can go to change TV and then select the correct brand of your TV. So you can go to continue setup. You can add your soundbar under here, your external speaker, your AV receiver, and then that should fix all your issues as well. So I got the Amazon Fire TV, so you might have LG, Panasonic, Philips, Samsung, etc. So let's just select the correct brand, go to add soundbar, and make sure your soundbar is in the correct mode too. You might have a specific audio format mode. Just switch it on there. So there's a lot of things you just have to double check. So go to next, and then it's going to power on and off your TV. And then hopefully this will be set up with your soundbar now. But hopefully this video did indeed help you guys out. If it did, leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below.